Released in 1995, Showgirls was meant to be Elizabeth Berkley's big leap from television to the silver screen. Directed by Paul Verhoeven, known for hits like Basic Instinct and RoboCop, the movie was a flashy, high-stakes gamble. Berkley played Nomi Malone, a young woman chasing her dream of becoming a star dancer in Las Vegas. The role demanded energy, sensuality, and raw ambition, but when the film hit theaters, critics tore it apart. Audiences laughed at scenes meant to be serious, and the NC-17 rating scared off mainstream viewers. Instead of launching her to fame, Showgirls instantly became a Hollywood cautionary tale. Berkley's story also highlights how Hollywood has changed and how much it still needs to. Conversations about sexism, exploitation, and the treatment of young actors have become more open. The same industry that once punished her now praises her strength. Today, she uses her platform to advocate for compassion and fairness within entertainment. She's learned that real power isn't about revenge. It's about rewriting the narrative. Her career revival isn't just a personal victory. It's a statement about endurance in an unforgiving business. Now, with multiple projects in motion and a wave of renewed respect, Elizabeth Berkley is embracing her full-circle moment. The woman who was once left standing alone is now touring the world, celebrated for the very film that nearly ended it all. "I wanted to be heard," she once said. And now, the world is finally listening. From Saved by the Bell to Showgirls and beyond, her journey is more than a Hollywood redemption story. It's proof that even in the toughest spotlight, resilience and self-belief can turn infamy into inspiration. What made it worse was how personal the backlash felt. Critics didn't just attack the movie, they attacked Berkley herself. Headlines mocked her acting, her body, and even her potential as a performer. It wasn't just professional criticism. It was brutal and personal. Within weeks, her agency, CAA, dropped her. Overnight, the promising young actress who had once been a familiar face on Saturday mornings was suddenly left without representation, without new offers, and without support. Berkley says she was stunned by the cruelty of it all. "A lot of things went on that wouldn't be allowed now," she's reflected. What people forget is that Berkley didn't run away. She faced the fire. When most of the film's cast and crew distanced themselves from the movie, she fulfilled every press obligation, touring 10 countries alone. "It didn't feel good," she recalled, "but I'm proud that I did that. I'm not a quitter." Imagine showing up to every interview knowing you're walking into ridicule, yet still doing it with grace. That resilience became the foundation of who she is today. Not a victim of Showgirls, but a survivor who used the experience as fuel for her long-term growth. Fast forward 3 decades, and Elizabeth Berkley is finally getting the recognition she deserves. In 2025, she's having one of her biggest years in entertainment. She's starring in All's Fair, Ryan Murphy's glossy new legal drama centered around a female-led divorce firm. She also recently appeared in the indie film Shell, alongside Kate Hudson and Elizabeth Moss, her first feature film appearance in over 15 years. Add to that, a guest role in the final season of Cobra Kai, and it's clear. Berkley is officially back in the spotlight, and this time, it's on her own terms. Working with Ryan Murphy was a turning point. Known for spotting talent that Hollywood overlooks, Murphy personally offered Berkley the part. "He has a gift for seeing what someone is actually capable of," she said. "Maybe they haven't been given the chance, but he can see beyond that." It's a full-circle moment for Berkley, who spent decades rebuilding confidence after being written off. Murphy's faith in her talent wasn't just validation. It was a reminder that her story wasn't over, just waiting for the right chapter to begin. Behind the camera, Berkley has been quietly shaping a different kind of legacy. She spent years mentoring young performers, encouraging them to trust their instincts and separate their worth from public opinion. You have to believe in yourself, especially when no one else does, she said in interviews. It's advice drawn from experience. Her journey wasn't just about survival. It was about rediscovery. She learned how to navigate Hollywood without relying on the system that once rejected her, carving a career built on independence and authenticity. Part of Berkley's healing came from fans who never stopped believing in her. Over time, Showgirls transformed from a box office flop into a cult classic. Midnight screenings, documentaries, and fan festivals started popping up around the world. What was once mocked became celebrated for its over-the-top camp and audacious style. Suddenly, Elizabeth Berkley wasn't a Hollywood punchline. She was an icon of resilience and reinvention. Today, she's touring globally with anniversary events honoring Showgirls, meeting fans who now see the movie as empowerment instead of failure. What's fascinating is how Showgirls has been reinterpreted by a new generation. Younger audiences see Nomi Malone as a symbol of determination, a woman clawing her way through a brutal industry. Much like Berkley herself, critics who once trashed the film now call it ahead of its time. The same performance that was once ridiculed is being reappraised as bold and fearless. It's poetic justice. Berkley's return to public favor proves that sometimes the world just needs time to catch up to what you were doing all along. In the age of social media, where public opinion shifts overnight, Berkley's story feels more relevant than ever. She experienced the kind of cancellation that existed long before the internet, when a single movie could define you, yet instead of vanishing, she rebuilt quietly, brick by brick. In all this time, I've been working toward this moment, she said. 30 years of patience, growth, and self-belief have led to this point, where she can look back not with bitterness, but pride. That's not just a comeback. That's evolution. Imagine being 21 years old, landing your first major movie role, and thinking you've made it to Hollywood's big leagues, only to have that very film nearly destroy your career overnight. That's exactly what happened to Elizabeth Berkley. Once America's sweetheart from Saved by the Bell, she went from teen idol to Hollywood exile after starring in Showgirls, a 1995 film that became one of the most controversial releases of its time. 30 years later, Berkley isn't just revisiting that chapter, she's owning it. With new projects, global tours, and a fresh perspective, she's rewriting her Hollywood story on her own terms.